start this thing off. We got a bunch of people in here. Appreciate you guys joining us. I know you just got out of practice. Pleased to be joined with Jordan Pouncey and Ethan Pouncey, both football players at the University of Florida. Jordan is a senior wide receiver transfer from Texas. Now he's with his brother, a redshirt freshman defensive back, number 25. Well, guys, a lot to talk about. First off, I'm Drew Butler. I'm the executive vice president at Icon Source. I run the college division. Icon Source is a digital marketplace that connects brands with athletes. We have thousands of student athletes signed up, and we're doing deals every single day compliantly the right way, which is awesome. So if you're a student athlete watching this, create a profile, sign up. My man Jake Marcy just got a sweet public opportunity. You guys need to go check it out from Rise Brewing Co. $1,000, like $200 a product. Go get some, man. It's all good. Tons of public opportunities over on Icon Source. So go check it out. Barstool, Florida. What's going on? Let's start with last weekend's game, okay? You guys almost knocked off Alabama. Fantastic performance. I know you both played a little bit. Tell me about the atmosphere. I mean, I've never been to the Swamp because I played football at Georgia. It looked pretty electric.
I would say, well, definitely, this is my 5th year of college football. Last weekend was probably the loudest stadium I'd ever been in.
Yeah. So
it was, for me, it was a really surreal experience, especially that playing against the #1 team in the country. So it was awesome for me.
Yeah, what about you, Ethan? I mean, last year was your redshirt year, COVID, obviously, just so much different than what you had expected when you were getting recruited by Florida. To see the Swamp packed like that, to see the support that the Gator fan base gives y'all, and then welcoming Alabama, 3:30 CBS game, that had to be pretty special.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because that was my first game, like, ever actually getting in the game. Like, I didn't play FAU or USF, and that was my first game ever in college football. So it just, like, going on the field, it didn't feel real. Like, it felt like a video game.
Yeah, tell me about that. Were you nervous? I mean, your heart was beating fast, butterflies in the stomach. What was that like?
It was funny because, like, earlier in the week when I found out I was going to go in, I was a little nervous. And then when we got to Saturday, like, I'm on the sideline, and I didn't feel like my heart wasn't racing. I wasn't scared. Like, I was just ready to go.
Fired up, man. What an unbelievable game. My wife went to Alabama. I was hoping you guys would win. I mean, I went to Georgia, so we're kind of like everybody's this way, that way. But what an awesome game. You guys are fired up for a really big season, welcoming in Tennessee this weekend. That's the best part about being in the SEC. Every single week, a gigantic game. And I think the other best part about being in the SEC is the support you get from the student body, from the alumni, from your coaches, from your staff and the faculty all around campus. Let's kind of pivot towards that because Florida, the state of Florida, has really been a leader in NIL in general. We have tons of Gator student athletes on Icon Source. They're always active. They're always getting deals. Lindsay Weisbord is our intern down, boots on the ground in Gainesville. She's been fantastic setting this Inside Source live up. So speaking about NIL in general, was it a big talking point among you guys before July 1st? Obviously, July 1st is coming on, and now it's like the Wild Wild West. It's like a free-for-all for everybody. Speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, I remember this summer, like, leading up to it, everybody was like, all right, well, I'm going to try to get a deal with this company, So when July 1st hit, it was like almost every football player's phones, like even like some non-scholarship guys, like they were getting what people were reaching out to them about deals and stuff. So it was like just a flood of inquiries about, making deals with people. So it was really cool to kind of be a part of that as the first, class of student athletes to be able to profit off of name, image, and likeness.
Yeah, it's history, right? I mean, we think it's the biggest change in college athletics in 100-plus years. Ethan, has it died down at all? I mean, you guys are in season now, so obviously sun up to sundown, you guys are slammed. We appreciate you taking a couple minutes out of your day to kind of give us a peek of what's been going on, especially in between the Alabama and Tennessee games. But are the DMs still flooding in? Is it still a lot of companies reaching out? What's that been like as a student athlete in this new era?
I mean, people will still reach out, but I would say, like, when the NIL first happened, there was like a lot more. Like, it was just like so fast. It's like a bunch of different people, and you don't really know what to do. It's like your first time doing that.
Yeah, it is. It's unbelievable. I mean, I liken it back to when I was a student athlete. Granted, that was a long time ago. But I really couldn't fathom that because it was a gigantic flood of activity those first couple weeks. Granted, you guys were maybe on campus, got a week off for 4th of July. You were gearing up for fall camp to start. That's when the business really starts. Now you got class. Now you got practice. You got tutors. You got study hall. And these massive games that we all get to watch on the weekends. So it's kind of a welcome to the real world moment for student athletes, which I think is important to remember. And that's why we at IconSource want to provide you guys with a platform on your phone at iconsource.com where you can direct people and say, hey, hit me up on IconSource. That's where I do my deals. And that's where you know you're going to be protected. So explain to us if you guys have any brands that you wish you could work with, right? In Gainesville, maybe a national brand, maybe a regional brand. We got a lot of people listening. We're going to send this out to a ton of people. Come on, Jordan and Ethan. Who do we want to work with? Who would be the best brand for an NIL deal? We can get this thing done.
Well, I think for me personally, I was actually talking with Lindsay about this a few minutes ago. Like, I love boots. I love, like, my cowboy hats. I want to do Boot Barn and Wranglers. Half of my closet is Wranglers. So
is that right? Okay, I like that. Okay.
Boot
Barn and Wrangler. Put them on notice. Lindsay, there's your project for the rest of the week. I like that, Jordan. That could be a really great partnership. What about you, Ethan? If you could pick one or two, where are we going?
I would have to go with some type of shoe deal, maybe like, I mean, we're sponsored by Jordan already.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. What's that sponsorship like? I mean, let me tell you this, okay? I went to Georgia. They just opened up a new facility. Y'all have a pretty new facility as well. What's going on in college athletics, what you guys have at your exposure daily is really unbelievable. I mean, I played in the NFL too. These college facilities are straight up insane. What's that Jordan partnership like? Are you guys just swagged out from head to toe? Is it way more than it was before you were at a Jordan school? Speak to that a little bit.
Well, for me, when I was at Texas, we were a Nike school. We got, our fair share of gear, but here, like, I feel like I've gotten more stuff here in the past, I've been here I got here in January 2020. I feel like I've gotten more stuff since I've been here than I did in my 3 years at Texas. So they definitely take care of us. Jordan does. So, and on top of that, we get the new release Jordans. We got before the SEC championship last year, we got the Jubilee 11s that were released that day. We got the Retro 4 stealths before they were even released.
That right, man?
So, yeah. So it's for any recruits on here watching, if you like shoes and you want to look swagged out and play some of the best football in the country, Florida is the place for you.
Yeah, that's not bad right there. That is pretty awesome. A word of advice for any student athletes around that might be watching right now, especially as it pertains to NIL. I mean, again, I just want to tell all of our viewers, some are student athletes, some aren't, a lot are fans. These guys have their hands full from sun up to sundown, especially when you're playing Alabama and Tennessee in back-to-back weeks at a school like Florida. So what would you guys say to any student athletes? Maybe they're not football players. Maybe they're women's soccer players. Maybe they're basketball players. We got a ton of golfers on IconSource. What would be your word of wisdom to them?
Compartmentalization. Definitely. Being able to put everything, all aspects of your life into compartments. As a seasoned college athlete, student athlete, it definitely took a long time to master that skill. And sometimes I feel bad for my brother here because it can get overwhelming at times. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty good at it now. So, yeah, that would be my biggest nugget of knowledge for that.
That's a great one. What about you, Ethan?
I would just say probably learning how to show up early. Like they say, showing up early is on time. It took me a little while, but now I got the hang of it.
Isn't that the truth? On time is late, and 5 minutes early is on time. That is the name of the game right there. Well, Jordan, Ethan, hey, I know you guys got a ton on your plate. We really appreciate y'all. Shout out Boot Barn and Wrangler. We're coming for you. And I guess a shoe brand, I like the thought of that. Ethan. So we will get the guys and gals at Icon Source on it. Once again, head on over to iconsource.com, download the Icon Source app. We have had 3 public opportunities just in the last day and a half posted for any and all student athletes, ranging from thousands of dollars to a bunch of product. That's what we're doing here at Icon Source. It is a ton of fun. Jordan and Ethan, thanks so much, guys. Good luck this weekend. Stay healthy. I mean, I have to say go Dogs. I'm sorry. And we'll see you down in Jacksonville. I think the Icon Source team is going to be down there for the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, which, of course, is one of the best games in all of college football. So we appreciate y'all. Again, head on over to iconsource.com. Download the Icon Source app. I'll say go Gators once just for y'all. But thank you very much, and have a great rest of the week, all right?
Yes, sir. Go Gators.
All right, boys. See ya.